supposedly, di pa rin siya pageant. It was supposed to be a fun run, and then a quiz bowl, and talent showcase. And we were shocked lang. We were shocked plot twist at the last elimination, which was the talent. And hindi mo siya pageant. So it was really not as planned.
So you can call it.
Yes, we can call it pageant. Been busy lang yun sa triathlon. And then this. Wala.
Hello to the viewers of the Freeman's Facebook page. I'm Vanessa Balbuena, the entertainment editor of the Freeman. It's a Monday, September 10, and our guest for today is a newly crowned beauty queen from one of the new pageants in Cebu, which is what we call AAA Renaissance Cebuana. Later on, we're going to explain what pageant that is, because it's one of the most unique pageants in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Catherine.
Hi,
Umapaw.
everyone. Hi.
Miss AAA Renaissance Cebuana. Can you greet your supporters first?
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Kat. I'm the first ever AAA Renaissance Cebuana 2018. And looking forward to a very constructive conversation with you.
Okay. First of all, good job on besting, because I read it was 700 first to join the first stage. Because the first unique thing about this pageant is that it has 3 elimination stages.
Yes, that's correct.
But before we go there, let's start with how did you hear about this pageant and what made you decide to join?
At first, a friend of mine told me that there's gonna be a fun run. And then, since I'm into triathlon training, so I decided to, give it a shot at the fun run. And then during the run, they told me that I passed. And then there was a quiz ball after, and then
But after, right after the fun run and quiz? Or?
No, it was like 2 weeks after.
Okay.
They informed us that you passed the run, so you have a chance at the quiz bowl. So I said, yeah, why not? It's just a quiz bowl. So it was really a step-by-step decision.
Okay. I last saw you Miss Cebu in 2015, and after that I would see you around, and there was a Miss Cebu press conference. I even saw you at the Binibining Cebu launching a few weeks back. So what made you decide to gano'n wala mong kanang nakita o another pageant since 2015?
Since 2015, I was more focused on my career because on that same year, I took the licensure exam for the brokers. So I'm a licensed real estate broker, and I also have my job in Telecare as a business development officer. So I've been really occupied with my job since then.
Okay. Now, when you after fun run, unsa imong place?
Sa fun run for the Renaissance Cebuana, I was 6th out of the 700 runners.
6 out of 700?
Yes.
Okay, then let's go to the quiz bowl. Can you tell us where it was held and what were the questions? I read there was math related questions.
It was really general knowledge from geography, math, physics, like everything. It was like a trivia day. And it was held in SM Cebu Trade Hall last June 23.
How many were you at this point?
During the run, it was 700, cut down to 100 during the quiz bowl.
100.
So the 100 takers were cut down to 30.
30. Out of 30, what's your rank?
We were not told by the rank. And then after the 30 finalists, we were asked to make a video, online video that would based on the likes on how we will advance to the 15 finalists on the final night.
Okay. When you were told that there was gonna be a quiz bowl, what did you read up on? Were you given an idea what kind of questions will crop up?
During that time, I just read like everything. I had books, I studied general knowledge. I really have fun reading the atlas. And mostly I studied geography and math.
Okay. But at this point, sa quiz bowl, you ladies still had no idea that this was going to be a AAA Renaissance Cebuana pageant at this point.
We already knew that time. And the quiz bowl was really challenging because it was also co-sponsored by Nangkai, so we had 10 computers. And then we had to answer the quickest one to answer, because the quickest one has the biggest points. And in every question, you can see your ranking. And then if you nakuha kag points, kaya nakapaspas kag answer. And then I just remembered one question that wala ta ko sa top 3 because if you're not in the top 3, 5 to 3, you'll be eliminated sa quiz bowl. I was really sad because gamay na lang ang questions remaining. And then, shit, wala ako sa 3. And then, I just remembered one question that made me pop out from everyone. The question was, where was the 2012 Olympics held?
Because
I was really
related question.
I was really happy with it. And then, the choices were not yet shown. I already knew. So, I was waiting for like London lang yun. So, but when I clicked it, automatic, I got in the rank 4 because I was the quickest. And then, I think that was my winning question to make me pass.
Because sports is your comfort zone, okay? Because to our viewers who do not know yet, Kat here is a triathlete, and you actually joined the recent Ironman.
Yes.
Okay. What's your place?
I was 10th place in my age group because I was under a Team Omega. I trained with my team. That's why I'm really hardcore in the triathlete, in the being a triathlete.
Okay. But I also reviewed my description of you when I wrote about you when you joined Miss Cebu in 2015, and then you said back then that when you screened for Miss Cebu, murag the screeners would not, di sila makatuo nga sa imong figure, na sa imong looks because you were a varsity player.
Yes. I was a basketball varsity in USC 2008 to 2011 for women's basketball. And then the team got cut kay wala na may women's basketball ang Cebu. So I transferred to volleyball 2011 until my master's.
Okay. What got you into sports, by the way?
Since I was small, my parents gave me like bola, everything I wanted to. Like they see me lingaw with sports, so they really supported me in everything I requested them and everything I want. So there, and I'm really happy with what I'm doing.
The sports you got into were basketball, and then volleyball, and then finally triathlon, which came very handy in this pageant because
Really handy.
AAA actually means
It's athletic, academic, and artistic.
So sa athletic palanggaan,
Yeah.
pasok na ka. Okay.
When I introduced myself that night, when I said like an Ironman triathlete, the judges were like, they looked up and yeah, maybe that was one point that made them aknan ko nila ba, maybe who's this? They got them interested in me.
Okay. After quiz bowl, what was the third stage?
The third stage was we were asked to make the video, online video, and then basing on the number of likes, so we can pass the final stage. It was 50% number of likes and 50% Q&A because after the quiz bowl, we had a short Q&A.
Okay, what were the questions?
It was more on women empowerment and children because that's the main objective of AAA Renaissance Cebuana, women empowerment.
Now, sa video nimo, what sort of video were you ladies asked to make?
We were asked to state our name, our about us, our advocacies, and what we plan to do.
Okay. And after the third stage, how you were whittled down to pila na lang?
The final stage was 15.
Okay. Until the coronation,
Yes,
15
15 happened pag
August 31, you're already 15 finalists. Okay, let's go. Take me back to coronation.
Coronation night was really fun. It was a quick night. I thought it'd be very taas since we had the production number, and our production number was a sportswear. So we wore different sports attire during production. And then
Which you won, right? Aside
yes,
from the title,
I won
you
the
won
best in sportswear. We were asked to bunot the what sports, so I got volleyball. So yeah, I got the best in sports attire. And then after the sports attire, we were doing our talent already, which I played the drums. I played the drums, and after the talent, we had the resort wear, the gown, and the just question and answer.
Okay. What was the question? What was the final question?
Our final question was, men and women was partners in nation building during the 1992 Executive Order something.
7192.
Yeah, and how do we explain this to the young children?
And can you, for the benefit of our viewers, can you repeat what was your winning answer then?
I can't memorize word for word, but my thought was, before, women could not own property nor vote. And then today, I'm really happy that women have equal rights as men. We can rule. So, President Barack Obama once said, when women succeed, nations are safe, secure, and prosperous. And I would tell the little children that women nowadays are empowered and ready to face the future ahead. I think that was what I said.
Okay. Before we continue, by the way, we have one of our viewers right now. It's Melanie Dang
Hi, Miss
of
Mel.
Nangkai Development. She says she's proud of you. Our first ever AAA
Thank you so much.
Renaissance
And Miss Melanie was
Cebuana.
always there for us during trainings. She was really our mother of all the ladies.
Again, AAA Renaissance Cebuana is a project of the Cebu Provincial Women's Commission and Nangkai Development Corporation together with Cebu Provincial Sports Commission and the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And this is their first year, right?
Yes.
As the title holder, AAA Renaissance Cebuana, you will be the ambassador for the Provincial Women's Commission.
That's
Now,
correct.
what exactly does that entail?
That last Saturday, I just found out that I talked to Vice Governor Magpale, and then if she told me to join a seminar on women and children in Manila. So I'll be representing Cebu if Cebu needs a representative for women here and outside the country. So I'll represent Cebu if it's about women.
Okay. In her speeches, or in one of her speeches, Vice Governor Magpale described the Renaissance Cebuana as the embodiment of charm and grace, with a healthy body, mind, and soul, and someone who lives a purposeful life.
Yes.
Now, obviously, you embody that as the title holder, but can you, in simpler terms, what really is a Renaissance Cebuana?
In Bisaya, in layman's term, a Renaissance Cebuana is a kumpleto nga babay. Maski asa nimo ibutang, mo excel siya or mo function siya or mo work siya and mo serve sa iyang purpose, be it in sports, in academics, and in artistic side, music. So she's a total girl. She's a total package.
It just so happened that you also knew how to play the drums.
Before I studied yun, I know how to read notes sa drums. I had my schooling way back in high school in drums and guitar, and I also played the piano. It was just maybe timing that I also had interest in music.
Okay, you really are a Renaissance Cebuana. Because when I look it up, it's supposed to be a person with many talents and areas of knowledge.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. This is also a one-of-a-kind pageant because it doesn't only give credence to someone's looks or a woman's beauty, but it also showcases, again, the strength and endurance of a Cebuana, her hard work, her intelligence, her athleticism, her multifaceted talent and skills. And we all, not the viewers we have here, gusto mo kayo nito. Watching right now are the provincial government.
Hi.
And can you say hello to them?
Hi to all the workers of the provincial government. Good afternoon.
Tanong ko na to karon ng staff sa provincial information.
PIO. Hi everyone.
Sa
Mamanda.
PIO. Okay. You won 100,000 pesos, right?
Yes.
And a trip to Hong Kong.
Yes, may Cathay Pacific.
Okay. Kung saan plano natin sa itong prize money?
For the prize money, honestly, ako hindi siya giditsugakit sa akong dad for deposit. And then from there, maybe I promised man to help yun because I already have my grassroots program in Liloan supported by the LGU. And then I already contacted the grassroots sa Capitol, which is Mr. Paul Delgado and Ms. Grace Antigua. So maybe part of my prize, maybe mag-feeding ko during the grassroots program. Okay, since the materials are already provided, logistics, maybe I can add something little lang for the kids.
By grassroots program, back in your hometown in Liloan, you
Yes.
are teaching
Basketball and volleyball.
Basketball and volleyball.
It's during summer and sem break, and before sa Patay, we conduct the training for the kids.
Ano man, gano'n nakahuna ko na mag-ali. Saka busy ni mo.
I think I used to play for the Governor's Cup in Liloan, and then since then, namin mga bata na mo join na mo, panuluan na mo, and then every summer, our mayor said, si Mayor Frasco is really kind enough to provide us bola, net, snacks, and everything. So I'm really fortunate to have a very supportive LGU and some of the private sectors nga sponsors sa among grassroots like Sunsport and everything.
Okay.
So I'm really thankful to everyone who made this possible on ako ang grassroots program.
Now with a wider platform, because you have a
Yes.
title, from Liloan, do you plan to bring this program province-wide?
Province-wide, yes. That's the main goal and that's what I said sa ako ang video katong before the finals nga. I will do my best to spread the grassroots program more in the whole province.
Okay. Those kids that you were training back in Liloan, unsa may nakita nimo nga effect sa ila sa sports? Why is it beneficial to engage yourself in sports?
For me, it's really beneficial for them because it will be they will have a chance to go to school because of sports. That's my advocacy, education through sports. Because if maayo ka mo duwa, you'll be kuwakon ka sa mga high school and colleges in which I'm proud to say that Liloan has a number of great players who sent up to Manila, like the likes of Paul Desiderio is from Liloan, the Taneo brothers, and there are a lot of athletes from Liloan like Junrey Sasing. They're all from Liloan and they are Philippine team na karon.
Were you also a scholar because of your sport?
Yes, in USC before I played the national games sa basketball and I also finished second place sa national beach volleyball before 2010, so it was a major throwback na.
Your dad is a counselor in Liloan, and
Yes.
you are an only child, right?
Yes.
So, kanina siguro growing up to have all the attention of your parents, but being that your dad is in politics,
Yeah,
do you have plans of also going into politics someday?
I wouldn't say no, but I'm really open to it since I love helping everyone. I love helping Liloan yun as a whole. And even serving, even without me sitting on position. So, I look forward to maybe someday.
Okay. Kat, ato po i-acknowledge yung mga runners-up, no?
Yes.
Your first runner-up was, tell me if I'm pronouncing it right, it's Debbie May Site
Yes, correct.
of Bogos City. And your second runner-up was Dianza. Shanza Pearl Gutierrez, who represented Tudela. Okay. And another thing about AAA is, unlike the other pageants, when you say you're from Liloan, or when you say you're representing Liloan, you really are from Liloan, right?
Yes, you have to be from the town.
The same with the other candidates.
Yes.
So sa uban nga pageants, if you're representing something, di man
Yeah,
man
because
necessarily
in other pageants, they're allowed to adopt find a candidate. But here, you have to be from the town.
Okay. Can you tell me how did you bond with your fellow candidates?
At first, I really didn't know them because from 700, we just knew each other like after the quiz bowl when we talk to each other na, and then sharing our advocacies because some of us mostly advocacy on women, so we share what we do. And the good thing about my co-candidates they were from PP, Provincial Risk Reduction Department, some of them from LPO. We were really from different industries, so we shared everything we knew.
The interesting thing is you are 26, but you have fellow candidates who are 18,
Yes.
19, and because the age range of this contest is 18 to 30, right?
Yes, that's
so
correct.
how was the dynamics na naayong mga teenagers?
Actually, I really felt quite weird because most of them were 18 to 22. And here I am. I'm turning 27 this November. So,
di man sa ikaw ang eldest, no?
no, I think there were two of us who's 27. And then we just, they asked me for advice. Like, they all call me Ate Kat. What do you think should I do? Or what do you suggest? And I'm really open to teaching them as well because it's a healthy competition to teach everyone. And it makes me feel happy to teach them and they trust me. So it was really nurturing for me also.
Aside from your plan of making your grassroots program province-wide, providing volleyball training to kids, what will you do to be the voice of the Provincial Women's Commission?
Actually, now I'm attending functions of the capital or events that said that they need my presence. So I think I'll start from there and join every seminar na ipasend ko nila here and outside Cebu. So I'll start from there.
What do you think in your community in Cebu? Ano man ang mga kanang issues of women that needs attention?
Issues of women here that needs attention. I don't think there napay issues on women here because it's a new world na and women are becoming stronger and well adjusted na everyone sa babae. They don't look down on women. So So maybe na lang kanang bastuson ang babae nga maglakaw downtown, kana na lang siguro. But I think eventually people will learn how to respect them because women nowadays, di naman sayon-sayon ang mga babae, they know how to fight na. So maybe more on empowerment lang gyapon. And that's the cause we're trying to spread.
What would you advise a woman or a lady na, let's say, again, lakaw sa kulon, yung catcall or the US?
For me, I really don't, di na ko sila tagdon kay kumugara na nimo tagdon. Yung samot man na, they do it to other women na sad nga mo agi if they get your attention. So for me, just walk fast na lang and don't mind them.
What would you tell like a woman? Because again, I read in one of your press conference, one of your fellow candidates was emotional because they were dedicating the pageant to someone, to a friend na violate before. So in terms of violence against women, what should someone do?
Violence against women, like ako personally, I don't allow anyone to be violent nako or to violate my rights because it's up to you on how you carry yourself. If magpakulata yug ka or you really need to stand up for your right, what we believe in. And then lugar sa government, we already have a women's help desk in every police station and in the mga LGU. So I think the government is also doing something about this, and it's our task to do something about it personally sad. So it will create an effect nga musunod sad ang nagtanaw nimo.
Okay. Would you happen to know, let's say, does the PWC have a hotline?
It's a trunk line that they call sa Capitol.
Okay.
Connected lang to the PWC.
Okay. In your journey sa Renaissance Cebuana, what have you learned about, number one, about yourself and about the Cebuana?
First thing yun ako na-learn sa pageant is, hey, such a pageant exists. Nga inani. I thought it was just tinoodning na yung pageant nga which showcases everything sa women. And then I learned na a lot of them yun. A lot of women are really into it. Like Vice Gov also said once nga ang modern babae karon is athletic na yun. Like for example, ako triathlete of mine in Omega. She's also the reigning Miss Consolacion and Miss Isafi. So it's really in na yun ang women nga athletic because today women live a healthy lifestyle naman. So gym, really conscious sa diet. So it's really a good thing na.
Speaking of, again, being athletic, who are your sports idols?
Of course, Mr. Manny Pacquiao. Because he started from the bottom and now he's up, really up. He became the Philippine legend. Like his name's gonna tatak yun sa history. So,
how about a female athlete?
Female athlete. I would idolize maybe Hayden Diaz.
Okay.
Of course, or Mary Joy Tabal, the Olympian, Cebuana Olympians who made it big time there.
And of course, itong bagong nakuhaan ka rin, gold medalist, yung taga Cebu, babae ko,
yes.
Marjeline Vidal. Okay. Will you lobby for a return of women's basketball?
Of course, I'd advise maybe there are dagan pa man gyapon og schools nga nagpaduwag intrams na women's basketball, but unfortunately si Safi they don't have na, but I hope soon na mabalik siya because if you say nga babae na mo basket, there is wala lang joy organization nga nag-push. Hopefully ang si Safi would listen to this.
Kat, do you still remain close to your batchmates nimo sa Miss Cebu?
Of course, really close to my batchmates in Miss Cebu. Hi to my batchmates. They were the ones coaching me actually for Renaissance Cebuana.
Okay.
I was one of the candidates who didn't have a handler because most of them has a handler man. So my Miss Cebu some of them teach me to walk.
Kinsa man?
Like si Ivy May Castro, hi Ad, and she's also my stylist. She let me borrow her clothes.
Okay.
And Miss Winona Buot is my coach for the Q&A, and also Miss Anter Infante. Hi!
Mga former
Miss
Cebu
Cebu.
title
My
holders.
coaches.
Okay. Let's say, what are your thoughts na transgender na mo appeal sa upcoming Miss Cebu?
Actually, it depends on the country, man. Good. And in Spain, di ba Spain po sila sponsored. In Spain, it's accepted nila nga na ay transgender to join Miss Spain. And then, she won man Miss Spain, and then automatically, she would represent the country. And then, it's up to the Miss Universe organization to accept or to deny. But in her case, di-accept man siya. So I think we should be happy na lang someone is up there nga fulfill sa iyang dream. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. Who was your winner during Miss Cebu?
Si Miss Winona.
Winona mo. Okay. Now, when you learned na scrap ang Miss Cebu, what were your initial thoughts?
Actually, I don't understand. Why was it scratched? And then I just read nga maybe it's because of the budget concerns. Okay. And then, okay, sige, so festival queen na lang ang habilin. So, okay, someone will still represent Cebu on the national scope. So, yeah, I was a bit sad, but sige na lang.
I saw you sa launching of the Binibining Cebu 2018 candidates. Were you supporting someone in particular?
Actually, last year, I was like not an organizer, but I was really supporting the organization for the search. And then this year, I have some friends joining, so I was there to support them.
Okay. Thoughts on their new rule this year na nagpa-appeal sila ang single mothers?
For me, I'm really close to one of their single mothers, si Sharon. Angel is a good friend of mine.
Representing Hinagala.
Yes, that's right. And she's really a strong candidate since before. Like she started joining beauty pageants since elementary. She's Miss Iberaa, Palaro, Prisaan.
She was a runner-up.
Yes, every pageant she joined, and then she stopped because of siguro iyang anak. And then I think this is a good stage for the mothers to maybe fulfill or continue something they wish to continue. So I really think that it's a good move by the Binibining Cebu organization.
Okay.
Because there are 6 moms, and I don't think that if there's a kid, it would be a hindrance to you being a queen.
Okay. Ano ikaw man sa pinakaunang nag-apila ni last year?
Because I feel maybe a little bit too old, or I think beauty pageants is not my thing, man. I'm really into sports, so I don't know how to walk that much. And since Binibining Cebu is it's a big pageant, and you really need to know how to walk. You have to have swimsuit competition, and I think it's wala lang.
For you, the Miss Cebu was one and done that time.
Yeah, for me, Miss Cebu was one and done.
Yeah.
If I knew sad nga this was going to be a pageant, ang AAA Renaissance, I don't think I would join also.
Okay. Now, kamurag na reignite imong pagka-beauty pageant candidate, and you actually won. After your reign as Renaissance Cebuana, do you plan to join more?
Wala na. I'm okay na with this. I'm okay na retiring with a crown. I'll focus on my triathlete. Mag-triathlete na lang dyan ko.
Okay. Kat, na yung mga tao, maganahan mo ngayon. Can you shout out?
Mr. Paul Canta and Santino Martinez, both from my office. Hi!
Kiniuban ako ni mga classmate. Hello, thank you for watching. Kat, who are your biggest supporters aside from your dad?
It's actually my groups, my family, my IntelliCare group, my Miss Cebu group, and my Omega Triathlon group. These are like my family. I have lots of groups. That's why I feel really blessed that all these groups are helping me in everything.
Your biggest critic? Was your dad there, pageant night itself?
Yeah, he was there. He was there, and my biggest critic were my friends, my Miss Cebu friends.
Okay. Being that I assume you closely work with our female vice governor.
Yes.
What do you admire about her? That you got to know her more.
The one thing I admire about Vice Gov is she's always there. Mostly in every event that I see, even during the Councilors League, she was there. And even in a seminar sa Kuang Women's, she was there. And even practice na mo sa Kani Renaissance, she was there. So she's really hardworking. Even at the age of 70.
Someone that the Cebuana should emulate.
Yes.
Okay. When not working, when not practicing for triathlon, what else do you do?
I go to the gym. It's more on the physical stuff. Or I watch a movie. Literally sa sinihan ko. Okay na kung watch yung sini ako sa.
What's the latest mga na-watch? Nakita nakagdanan.
I'm gonna watch maybe tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
Last thing I watched was Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
Okay. We have a question here. What's your message to every Cebuana who may be going through a bad situation?
Yeah. It's not permanent that you're always there. Mutuod ko nga, lingin ang bula, or sige, lingin ang wheel. So, if you're really down there, just work hard and you'll go up. Lingin jud. Just believe me. Because I've tried also to be really down, and just, ay lang jud pada sa ka-down, and we'll just go up.
Do you mind elaborating what stage of your life was that?
Sige, in my work as a sa sales, nandiyo'y panahon nga naman may quota. So, nandiyo'y panahon nga lisod ang production. So, ubos ka. So, you feel really down, of course. So, kung mag-down ko, mataktak din ko sa trabaho. So, I worked hard, and then I got back up, and then it's just a cycle. So, everything in life is just a cycle. So, you have to make the most of where you're at for you to come up.
What was the advantage and disadvantage of being a only child?
I don't see any disadvantages because I live in a compound with my cousins. So
Okay.
I feel that they're all my brothers and sisters. And it's more of an advantage since my parents' attention was focused in me. And I can also say that I was brought up not like an only child because I was given the freedom. And my dad was a disciplinarian. I can't just ask anything out of the blue. I had to do something good before he rewards me with something. It was like a reward and punishment system when I was young.
Okay. Confirmed na ba if Renaissance Cebuana is going to be an annual thing? Are we expecting second edition?
Yes, hopefully. Next year, there's still gonna be a Renaissance Cebuana.
What would you say to our aspiring Renaissance Cebuanas na nagduha-duha ba? Kung nag-apil sila or di?
At first, sige, pag-run sa magsugod sa mong jogging-jogging sa mo sa Biliana or study-study sa mo, and then igduol na sa competition, just perform at your best.
Do you plan also to have a joint project with your runners?
Yeah. I contacted them to join me in my future programs, and then they're really open to helping me as well. Not only my court, but also the other 12 finalists.
Okay. So, we're expecting that for the next year, more than second home na nimo ang Kapitolyo.
Yes.
Okay. We'd like to say hi to more viewers. We have Godwin Gala.
Hi,
pronouncing
Godwin.
that right?
Godwin, he's my cousin. Hi, Godwin.
We also have
attorney. She's a lawyer. My batch, Miss Cebu 2015.
Ah, yeah.
Hi, attorney Ong.
attorney na din, familiar yan
Yes.
ha? And we also have Clara Ninia Baladhay Kaes. Kaya hani?
Hi.
Hi, and thank you for
Hi.
watching. Lastly, Kat, message ni mo sa imong supporters.
I would like to thank all of my supporters, especially to Miss Sinbeth Aureliano, who was there during day 1 yet of my fun run up to my crowning. I'd like to thank you most especially ikaw and everyone nga support na ako. Because of you guys, I've worked hard, and thank you, Jude. Thank you.
Okay. Once again, our guest for today, Miss AAA Renaissance Cebuana 2018, Catherine Humapaw. This has been Vanessa Balbuena. Thank you for watching the Freeman Conversation.